My roof isn't staying out. I might just make something different.
Today the students are working on a culminating STEM project for our book of the month. So they've been coding all month with our librarian, our media specialist, Ann James.
So you put it here, and it goes in slow motion, and then it goes back. And then this is turbo.
And so this week they're adding places in the community to their Ozobot path that they've already created. And then again, that goes with our book of the month. My Poppy Has a Motorcycle. So our goal was kind of like if they would be driving around the community, what would they see?
About a girl and her dad, and they were in a town. They were on a motorcycle, and they would go around the town, and they would say hi to people.
We were just talking about the relationship first between the young girl and her pappy in the story, and then talked about community, the types of things they saw. They take a ride through town and they see all these different things throughout their community, and we connected that with our community.
We're gonna make some houses. Little houses, buildings, like Crozet Elementary and the field school. An ice cream shop, houses, Crozet Creamery.
The Ozobots follow a path, and then on that path you can put a certain sequence of colors.
If you did green, red, or red, green, it would do a tornado.
And so the problem was when it did the tornado, it flew off the path. And so they actually decided to leave that in, and then they drew a path so when it spun off, it would go onto the alternate path and then come back. So we talked a lot about problem solving, because in real life, nothing works the way it's supposed to, so you have to be able to problem solve. So that's definitely some real life stuff that they've gotten from the Ozobots.
So grades 2 through 5 have had the opportunity to build the pathways and use the Ozobots pretty extensively. And then the younger grades, because I just have them for a shorter period of time, are still going to be doing some of the three-dimensional buildings using actually Legos to contribute to the upper grade communities. So they're going to be building on top of what the older students have made and adding to that.
So for 2 months, each classroom gets a book and reads the book and does activities with the book. And so when it started, we were just doing still STEM activities, but each teacher kind of had leeway with what they were doing. And so now with receiving the Shannon grant, we have money for all the materials. And so now we're able to all do the same STEM activities because we all have access to the same supplies. This was our first kind of big STEM project to go with a book, and the Shannon grant was written for a STEM night to invite families to come in, but because of COVID, we weren't able to make that happen this year. So every student in the school has been coming to library for the past 4 weeks now, and so this is the culminating activity. So it has been a big undertaking on her part to incorporate the STEM part, but so cool. As you can see, they're all engaged and just loving it right now. A theme of the book for the month was teamwork. And so this definitely ties in teamwork. And then also relationships. We talked about how to have a good partnership you need, and to be able to work together, that you have to have like a good relationship.
But I know that here in our little house, there are things that will always stay the same. Mañana we fly again.
The book, My Pappy Has a Motorcycle, we really were focusing on the relationship between the family members, and so each student during the school day drew someone that they feel close to, a relationship with, and we're able to draw that and contribute it to kind of a quilt of sorts that we're sharing with grades K through 5.
So the book of the month is funded by our PTO, and so we really we couldn't have done the book of the month without them, and so they've been our biggest supporter. And then also families. I know students go home and they tell their parents about these books, and they really enjoy sharing what we've done at school with them. So the family support has been great too.
The next feature book is We Are Water Protectors, and with the theme of respect and cooperation. And that is also in celebration of National American Indian Heritage Month.